How are you? So, today we're going to do the idiot's guide to changing a license plate bulb. Yeah, or as I like to call it, changing a license plate bulb. Come here and I'll show you. So here's your license plate light here, as you can see. One of my most favourite things about the Rover P6 that I love is at night time in the dark, and I know loads of people are like this, when you stand behind the car in the dark, and in the winter time as well, when you've got the exhaust fumes coming out and it's hitting the cold air, you know, you've got that lovely plume coming up. What you have is this lovely light lights up the back plate, and then you've got the lights over there and the lights over there. It looks really nice from behind in the dark. I think it's one of the classiest looks ever. Anyway, what we have here, Adam, come over and I'll show you, is I've blown a bulb light. As you can also see in there, I've got some condensation, and I'm going to try and fix that as well. What I normally do is I put in packets of silica from, you get them in the shoe boxes and the runners, and I thought I'd throw them in, they'd soak it up. It seems to be working. Anyway, let's have a look. So lights are on there. I'll come over at them. And you see only one bulb is working, so we need to replace the other one. So let's open this up and we'll have a look and see what the crack is. So I'll just turn this off. So it's very simple, it's just your Phillips screwdriver. 2 screws either side. One of the easier jobs, one of the simpler jobs. It's a no-brainer really. And then one over this side here. Out she comes. 2 screws, screwdriver on the ground, and off comes the cover. Be careful with your cover, be careful with your glass. Try to give that a bit of a clean while we have it off. And then you can see you've got your rubber seal around there and your glass cover. What I'd like to know is, if anybody can tell me, is why have we got condensation in here? Where is this coming from? You know, how is it getting in there? Now I didn't put any packets of silica in there, but and the connections are a little bit corroded as well, and somebody's obviously took it upon themselves to remount this these 2 lights here, if you can see down here, with the splitter for the, you know, the washer bottle. I'd say that's Tech 7. They put it in there with Tech 7, they let it go hard, 2 cable ties, and then clip the lights into position. So I'm going to clean them up and change the bulb. I'll be honest with you, I ain't going to take that out because I haven't got the proper replacement piece. And well, do you know what I mean? As much as I'm a perfectionist, there's nothing wrong with it. It's working, it's not causing any damage, it's doing the job. So I'll clean up my glass, clean this up here, pop in my new bulb. Hopefully we get this one out, just ease it very slightly, just loosen it up. You don't want to go at it like a pig, you know, because if it breaks in there, you have bits of glass. So what we want to do is we want to ease it up. I'm going to get a bit of WD-40 on it. She might come as she is. There she is. You hear that? Twist it. Can you see what I'm doing at them now? You can see the way they're quite corroded, and what happens when they're corroded is they will break on you. There we go. Bit of a twist on it, just softly, softly, catchy monkey. Come on, you little pig. In there. You get a bit of a twist on it. I should have put some WD-40 on it really. That one is stiff. You can see it's corroded to heck. There we go. Come on, you little pig, you. Out you come. Look at that. Can you see that? And in here you can see the corrosion. So we need to clean this up. And we'll change both bulbs. Be nice and bright again. And that's it. That's one bulb out. Clean it up and put the next one back in. So, brass wire brush, what's left of me brass wire brush, one of them. I always have them around the house, they're very handy, brass wire brushes. Bit of GT85, which I favour over the WD-40, bit of window lean, and some kitchen towel. I'm just going to tidy it up a little bit. Unfortunately, this little fella here has decided to wedge himself in really bad. So we're going to have to resort to Mongo tactics, if you like, to get it out. Unfortunately, the bulb had welded itself completely via rust to the holder. So we had to go full Mongo on it and mash it out. As you can see now, I've all got bits of glass everywhere and the remnants of a bulb. Sometimes brute force is a bit necessary. Within reason, of course. Have to clean this mess up, man. Glass everywhere. Just got to hoover out all those little bits of broken glass and crap. Never let it be said that Greg does anything by halves, because he doesn't. He's a little bit OCD. So get your Dyson out. Don't be afraid. Whack it out. Even, well, whack it out only when the wife's not around. Don't forget, little dab of your petroleum jelly just into the holder there, so we won't have the problem of the next bulb sticking in the holder should we have to take it out again, which I'm sure we will do. A little dab of petroleum jelly in there just keeps it nice and moist. So as you can see, there's two small holes here, one here and then one on the other side over there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of sealer on them because I think that's where the water or the condensation or whatever is getting in. I'm not too sure. Just a little. Actually, do you know what? I think no, I won't. Will I? No, I won't. I'll just put a little tiny smidge in there. Just a little tiny drop of sealer. I don't want to put it actually, no. There are two holes here, one here and one here, I suppose from some kind of previous incarnation, but they're going through that and they're also going through the bumper as well. And I don't know what they were for, but I'm sure that's the reason why we're gathering moisture inside the glass lens, because of those two holes. I was going to put some sealer, you can see over there, I was going to put some sealer into it, but I don't think that's the way to go somehow or another. So as an experiment, I am going to stick some blue tack in both holes, block it up, and see in a couple of months if the condensation comes back in there. But I'd say it's them two holes that are causing the problem. And that's it, job done. I put the two little bits of blue tack in here to block the holes, as you can see, because I thought it was maybe the holes that were letting in the condensation. But you take your glass and pop it on, the holes are outside the glass. I don't know why the holes were there. Maybe you know why the holes were there. I don't. Maybe they were for something else. But that wasn't the issue. That wasn't the issue. I thought it was a hole there and a hole there that was letting the condensation in underneath the glass, but it's not. I cleaned up everything. I didn't change this little piece because, like, if it works, or as the man says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and you can't see it anyway. It's not doing any harm. So pop your glass back on, your chrome cover back on down into the little channelet slots, back into position. Look at that, two lovely lights, two screws either side, back into position. You know, it really is a simple job. But having said that, this is genuinely a 5-minute job, replacing two bulbs. But it is an old car and they do require that bit of maintenance because maybe somebody hasn't changed them in 10 or 15 years. Or maybe it's just the fact that a 5-minute job with me takes 1 hour, because I like to be thorough and even leave those bits in place that somebody else done. You know what I mean? 5-minute job, 1 hour, but it gives me pleasure. And that's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the look. That's what the look is all about. That's the look that I love. I know some of you like the LEDs and stuff. I don't like LEDs. That's your own choice. But like, LEDs went around in 1973. This is what the car looked like in 1973, and this is why I love it. And that's what I was talking about earlier on. That's the look I love. That is sweet. Good luck. Good luck to you.